Hi everybody, this is going to be an analysis video for the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer that just came out. The big, almost 4 minutes of Kingdom Hearts 3. But before that, we have the box art for Kingdom Hearts 3, and it looks incredible. Is this location a place we'll explore in the game, or is this just made for the art? Regardless, this is Nomura's best piece in the series, I think, because of the use of gorgeous colors in the sky, which is good. You could say it's almost a reference to the various times of day and the collections box arts, and it's great. It has the 13 protagonists, as you can see here. Nomura's cat is next to Ventus on the left there. We've got a clock tower that the hands are both at 13 and 7. Yeah, there's 13. 13 numbers on that clock. I checked. He's crazy. Overall, this art's really good. And I wanted to address it because people were immediately saying it in the comments. Let's jump into the trailer, though. I'm going to try and go a little bit faster than I did last time and get my thoughts. First up, we got the chess game. And you can see the various pieces here. I don't think it's necessary to analyze these pieces, because in general, we kind of know who the main players are. Young Xehanort looks a lot better here. Like, he looks stupendous. So I'm happy about the upgrades. We got this whole team-up shot for Big Hero 6. The scenes look absolutely incredible. Sword goes Keyblade Hero 3. And then we jump into a little bit of gameplay coming up here. We do a big wall run up here. Various situation commands that we don't know about because it's not in English. But, you know, them's the breaks. We get to see a little bit of beating up various wall-mounted gun heartless. The HP bar has been upgraded, which is something I missed from the previous trailer. Instead of just having a darker trim at the below it with HP put in it, it's put on the side. It's a bit cleaner. Thought I would point it out. We get to see a limit here called Intercept Jet, if you look right here, which is pretty good. We get to see it a little bit more later on, because I did watch this a couple of times before making this video. We got Thunder here, and this adds a situation command, just showing off some of the enemies like Neo Shadows. This is Nano Arms, and it looks like it's possibly its finisher, which is just this big ball jutting out a bunch of like nanobots, or whatever it is, because I haven't seen this film. I'm going to watch it soon, though. And this right here is Intercept Jet used against the boss, as you can tell, because it has way too many health bars, against Dark Baymax, who you can see floating in the distance here. Finally recreating the concept art from 3 years ago. This looks fantastic. Love it. Here we have another possible boss. Baymax is over there. Goofy's hanging out over there. And this seems to be composed entirely of bug blocks from Kingdom Hearts Recoded. And you see them attack and boom. These are bug blocks. Same pattern. So this makes a lot of sense and is going to lead into some stuff later in the trailer I wanted to point out. Coming up here, this is a mini game. You dash through these rings to obtain data, and you have a time limit. You have a little waypoint there, which is interesting. And yeah, I love mini games that take advantage of the great movement that Sora has, and also the fact that they made a giant city to play in with San Francisco. Moving on, we have a bit more focus on plot coming up here because it is playing the Utada song with no sound effects. We got the whole gang here having chocolate ice cream. And we have this, you know, we have this scene that's supposed to mirror the whole Roxas scenes from Kingdom Hearts 2. The fact that they're integrating Kingdom Hearts main plot in the Disney worlds, both in the fact that the villains show up and stuff like this, is what I wanted so badly. I want everything to feel connected, and this game is doing that in a real way, which I really appreciate. I'm going to move the subs up here, just to make it a little easier for me. Here we've got Riku going, yeah, I fought the darkness like 18,000 times. I think I can deal with it now. Apparently we got Skype. When you try to FaceTime Riku and you get this other sap. which is pretty funny. We have this scene here, which is pretty nothing in terms of analyzing. It's just, oh, it's the, what, Dandelion Heartless, I guess it is? And then we got Davy Jones, which is cool. And then we got, oh man, we gotta go help get Elsa back, because she's all sad because of the things that happened in Frozen. I haven't seen that movie either, I'm gonna be honest. Goofy says, may your heart be your guiding key to specifically make people upset, I feel like. Because fucking Goofy knows this statement. This shit's fucking great. I love it. And he's like, this will guide me? I don't know what you're talking about. We have our KH3 outfit, so obviously this happens later on in the game. We have this scene here where they're talking about looking for a chest, which likely is Davy Jones's heart if he's talking about a chest instead of the mysterious Master of Masters box from back cover. Sora tries to say, you don't have your 13 darknesses. Which Lexine's like, no, we do. Get fucked. One thing I did notice that I wanted to point out is in her scene, none of the particles here are moving. None of the snow is falling. There's a bit of a dark texture here, like a dark film. And you can also notice these guys aren't moving at all either. So it looks like they're in some field of stopped time. You can definitely see it through, like, the darkness there. It's definitely a thing. Moving on, they're talking about how we gotta go get Roxas back, and that's gonna involve going to alternate Twilight Town. We get a cool sequence here against the Kraken. Looks like this is some big special jump attack that does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars of damage to, I guess, a boat, which damage gonna be super high in these vehicle sections. We have this here, showing off some floating Heartless, some Gambler Nobodies, beautiful river, just everything about this looks gorgeous. So many different locations and visuals to them. Loving it. Jack's also in your party. Moving on. We get to see a bit more of Storm Flag and a special, I guess, associated with it, because you would get these Keyblades after you beat the worlds, but they want to match them for the trailers, which is you use the power of, like, the Kraken, I guess, to deal damage there, which is pretty cool. Then we have this, which is clearly Olympus, in my opinion, because look at the architecture, the gold, the bricks, the stone. Definitely that. Trinity Sled is the name of Goofy's slide ability, and we've got these little Flan Heartless, which they had pointed out in February were going to be special Heartless with special missions that you could do to get special items, I think also for Synthesis, so definitely check them out. We have a little photo mode here, which has a score. If I could dab on Xemnas in Dream Drop Distance, I better be able to take a selfie with Xehanort. That's all I'm saying. We're moving on. Next up, we have a battle here against this guy. I haven't seen Frozen, so I don't know if this is an original enemy or not. I'm going to assume original, because look how dark he looks. Bunch of health bars. We got this dude with us using Boost Hammer. And if you'll look at the health bars here real quick as we roll through it again, you do a good amount of damage to him. So I'm very positive on damage output. Like, look when he gets punched by our party member coming up here. Like, he's doing decent damage. And then we have them stopping this dark ball. And it's looking like there's a lot of cool special, like, quick time stuff and cinematic stuff in the combat. This is Ansem and Zigbar here talking about how it's like, we're gonna have to find another vessel if we end up destroying this one, which makes sense because at the end of this, there are 14 yellow-eyed bad guys, which I think is interesting. First new one, Vexen. I thought he was gonna be a good guy, to be honest, and seeing him actually be evil is cool, because I want to beat him up. And also Demix is here, and we'll see his yellow eyes in a bit. But coming up here, note that he has the visor here from Big Hero 6, and this is the exact same backdrop. So if you scroll here, they're definitely in the same location by looking at the background. And given that we saw a fight that was shooting bug blocks, we can confirm that it is quite possible that this is Data Riku, which effectively means that Xehanort converted a book, converted a journal into a Xehanort, which I find to be incredibly stupid, which means it's incredibly good and Kino. I'm a big fan of it. So he's gonna like summon a bunch of bug blocks and stuff to attack, which definitely makes sense and goes with the themes. And it just really, really fits. Vanitas calls Ventus his brother, and this is after the place has gone from Castle Oblivion to Land of Departure. Aqua is incredibly mad at the bullshit and all those dojins you looked at. We have a scene here with Master Xehanort, finally, that looks really, really good. This scene up here is normal Aqua fighting against Seeker of Darkness, because the Guardian symbiote is here. And she's just like, can we go back a couple frames? She's like, man, guys, you know, I waited so long for this. They were telling me Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be my time. And this is the shit I have to deal with. I just want to shower. And so Xehanort's like, I waited patiently for the Kingdom Hearts hype. Now, if you look here, they do some cuts. 1, Kyra's adorable. 2, Axel's adorable. We have Demyx here, which if I can go back some frames, actually I think he opens his eyes about here. Alright, so his eyes are clearly open, and if they were colored anything else, you probably have a good idea if they were like not Norded, because his eyes are blue, and so they definitely are blending in. So I think it's obvious that he is part Xehanort. He was also talking to Vexen, so really why am I even talking about this? When I first watched the trailer a second time, I thought this was Luxord, but going by this, I'm pretty sure that's Ansem the Wise, which makes sense because a lot of people are going like, hey, where is he? He hasn't shown up in a bit. Yeah, that's his exact goatee. Can I look at Luxord again? I totally thought he had like similar facial hair going. He kind of does, but it's a bit brighter and thinner. So this has to be Ansem the Wise. It makes sense for this specific interaction to happen because Ansem the Wise took in the young Ienzo as we saw in Birth by Sleep. So this is kind of paying that off for the 10 people like me who are like, yeah! There's this part here in Twilight Town with Syke showing up. This is Terra. What does this mean? What does that mean? Is he back? Is he a darkness himself? Are we getting him? Terra's status has always been in question in these games, and we're gonna figure some stuff out. This one here, poor Aqua. It's looking like she got captured, and then they're like, okay, you're gonna unlock this realm, and that's what seems to be what's happening here. And it looks like she's being made into a darkness as well right after that. That's my theory. And then the Master Defender washes up shortly after that. I would have to assume, because I assume you need the Keyblade to unlock it. It's looking like they definitely get to Ventus first. Then we have this scene here of Sora grasping at Aqua. Who knows what that's going to be from. Most likely, like, bringing her back or something like that. The hypest visual, I think, in this, next to the final shot, is this one. Of diving into Ventus's heart. This makes me feel things. This all so good. And then we have a scene here of Kairi and Sora, and I assume this is after maybe you get that Erika's Keyblade, because Kairi's in this outfit, and I wonder how often are you gonna come back here? Or this could be the end of the game. Who really knows? You can slyly put ending shots in trailers. Axel losing faith in humanity here. And then the last shot, I think the one that people are going to talk about the most because they've been waiting the longest for this one. He's back. There's Roxas. It's definitely Roxas because he's sporting the Oblivion Keyblade. And some people are like, oh, it could be Vent. No, it's going to be Roxas. Like, they aren't going to change, like, the iconic things that he uses. You know what I mean? So, very excited. We don't know what this is, though. We don't know what this locale is. Could this be... Is this like some random ruins? Like, what is that? I was almost thinking, is it related to the box art at all, maybe? Could it be maybe related to this architecture here? I'm grasping at straws. All I'm saying is that Roxas is back, and that looks great. And now we have like 14 darknesses, because they added Demix, Data Riku, and Vexen. And they could add Roxas, potentially. And we do know that they are treating one of their darknesses like someone they will need to potentially destroy should they act out of line. So there's a lot to speculate, but that's my analysis of the Kingdom Hearts 3 Big Hero 6 like TGS trailer that they put out. And in conclusion, this thing was really good. I hope you enjoyed it because I immensely enjoyed it. Expect more videos about KH3 coming up. If more stuff comes out. Nomura said there will be more stuff at TGS, so we'll see what's going on with that. But thank you so much for watching. And, yeah, see you next time, everybody.